So you ever wonder why your sneakerhead friends spend so much time and money on sneakers? Well, I want to explain that to you today. I picked up a few shoes recently that made me remember why I love collecting sneakers, man. It is one of those years where Nike and Jordan and the sneaker companies are trying to get in your wallet, and I have been feeling it because they have been releasing things that I've had to have. And because the sneaker game isn't as the resale market in the sneaker community isn't as successful as it usually is, I've been able to cop pretty much anything that I wanted this year. It's been a great year for sneakers, but not for my wallet. My wallet is like, yo, chill out, son. But I'm pretty much on my retirement year. I'm on my retirement run. I have collected pretty much all of the sneakers that I really want, and they're coming out this year. And I have so many pairs that I can literally not buy another pair of sneakers for the next like 20 years, and I will be okay. So I'm winding down what I am buying, and on a kiss goodbye, of course Nike is sticking it to me by releasing some of my favorite shoes. But today I want to go over some shoes that make me remember why I love sneakers, and it may get you to understand why sneakerheads spend so much time, money, energy, and just overall love for this hobby. So one of the first shoes I want to talk about is the Kobe What the 8. Now, this is one of my favorite shoes of all time. It's one of my favorite Nike basketball shoes of all time. The Kobe 8. It's a great basketball shoe. I don't wear low tops, but as I'm getting older, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with low top shoes, man. These shoes are freaking awesome. They're one of my favorite shoes of all time that Nike has made, and this is the shoe. It's the What the pair. Now, the What the is a concept that Nike created with the Nike Dunks. Now, Nike Dunks SBs is probably some of the most creative sneakers within Nike, and within that they mixed a bunch of different exclusive Nike Dunks into one shoe. So that's what you're seeing here. You're seeing a bunch of different Kobe's mixed into one. So you have different tongues, as you can see there. The tongues are pretty different laces, a different print. Now, usually what the sneakers, they usually grab a bunch of different parts from every different shoe and put it on one, so it looks really crazy. What they did here was they just used the same print, and just a lot of the details, like the tongues would be different, the back tabs here are pretty different. So they didn't go as hard as they usually do, but they did use a lot of different features from some of the best Kobe's out there. That's like the Mamba Curial, which is like a big Kobe shoe that was designed after a soccer shoe. And as a big Kobe fan, I put Kobe as number one just because I watch Kobe, right? I watch Kobe grow, and his Mamba mentality is one of the best things to come out of sports to me personally. One of the best marketing strategies of all time. Big fan of Kobe. If you ask me, Kobe was a savant. So I was able to cop these off the Nike sneakers app, and it just reminded me of why I do this. When Kobe passed away, man, a lot of his shoes were going up for a lot of money, and these were considered a grail. These were worth thousands of dollars, the original pair. This is a Protro, which Protro for Nike is a retro sneaker, but it has a lot of new features. So, this was one of those very coveted models that was extremely expensive. So for me to catch it on the Nike sneakers app was pretty dope. As you can see, you got like KB24 here and then Kobe here. The outsoles are a little different, icy outsoles. It comes with extra laces here, just in case you want to put some extra laces on. But man, dope shoe. The box is like gold with the Mamba and the Kobe and the snake skin print. Definitely a dope shoe. Can't believe I hit them for retail, knowing that this is one of those grail of mine that was like worth like $1,200. That ain't happening. And another shoe that I got that I just wanted to show off that was really dope to me that I picked up was this JTIP shoe. I love you, but I'm busy. Dope shoe. JTIPs is an awesome creator. And I'm going into like my older age, so I kind of dress down and I dress very simple. And usually, most of the time, the sneaker usually is the focus of my outfits. And this is one of those shoes to where, yeah, you don't got to do much. But JTIP's dope shoe. Picked this up for retail. Another dope cop. A shoe that I went outside for that made me fall in love, and actually what I would wear with this outfit right here, my ODB outfit, is the Utos. I went outside for these about a month or two ago and got these for retail. This shoe is dope to me because I went outside, I spoke to some people, made some connections, and I used to not go outside a lot. I used to stay inside because I got backdoored, and the sneaker game changed. People started doing funny stuff, rigging raffles, giving to their friends. It got weird. So those shoes were important to me because I went back outside and I was able to meet a bunch of dope people, and it made me pick up this shirt so I can have something to match with it. So yeah, the Yudo's right there, dope shoe made from Yudo Horigami, a Japanese skater. Got a little hits of pink there, dope shoe. Another shoe that I was able to pick up off of the Nike sneakers app. I hit the Kobe's, and then I hit these within like a few days. So my sneakers app was popping, but my pockets were going crazy. Another dope shoe, just dope to have. I've always been a Nike SB fan, so to have my favorite silhouette of the Jordan model, the Jordan 4, do a link up with Nike SB is amazing to me. And then I also love gum bottom, so that gum bottom with the hits of red, with the red bubble there, red on the tongue, very similar to the True Blues. Give me like a True Blue vibe. Love this shoe, the extra padding, the shape of it, dope shoe. The last shoe that makes me really love sneakers is something that might end up being my sneaker of the year. It is the Nike SB. As you can see, this is the SB box here. It's the Nike SB Tourmaline and Barbecue Brown, aka the Black History Month, aka the Rodeo Dunk. And hold on, give me a second. This is a bandana it came with here. This shoe, man, is in honor of the Black Cowboy Bill Pickett. You should definitely go do some research on Bill Pickett. Supposed to release Black History Month, but they delayed it. I don't know what happened. And it is one of my favorite shoes of all time, one of my favorite Nike SBs of all time. And in honors of Black Cowboy, man, we have the BHM, the Black History Month Rodeo Nike Dunk SB, man. Translucent red outsole. It's supposed to be in honor of a cowboy, so you can see you have that like that leather here that looks like a saddle with that red. You got that Star of Texas right there because William Pickett was from Texas. As you can see here, the embroidery has like that of, boots and different things like that of a boot and saddle. Rope laces, as you can see here, going with that theme as well. I did not hit this on the Nike sneakers app. I was very upset. My local skate shop, shout out to Clockwork skate shop in Savannah, Georgia. They did a first come first serve, and I got my behind up about 5:30 in the morning. Got down there by like 6:30 ish. They opened at 10, so it was a little bit of a wait. I bought my Nintendo Switch with me, played some GTA San Andreas. It was raining. It wasn't raining too bad. Actually, as soon as I got my pair of shoes, and then I went back and got this shirt because I thought it would match, but I won't do that. But I went back and got my shirt. By the time I got it in, it was pouring. So, it was real fun. I got to touch some grass, meet some cool people, got some numbers. I was like 20th in line, maybe 23rd in line, and I got my pair no problem, got my size 10. A little bit of controversy because Nike didn't really stand on business with this, but I also think they were trying to come with the family and come with the estate to make something dope. If you don't know, most of the cowboys back in the day were black. Anything other than black people were considered cow hands, but back in the days they used to call us boys to be disrespectful. So Bill Pickett created Bulldoging. Look him up, Bill Pickett. He was in Hollywood. He was a great man. Rodeo. Everything about this shoe just screams sneaker of the year, man. But this is one of those reasons as to why I collect, man. To stories like these, conversations like these, art pieces like these. What's on this is in the insole here. Everything about this shoe just is why I collect sneakers. And this year was one of those years where, I thought it was going to be difficult to get everything, but I just had to go touch grass. I had to go outside. I had to go do a lot of footwork. But for these SBs and these ones here, I was actually able to go outside, meet some people, and touch grass, man. And that's what sneakers is about. It's a community. It's a conversation. You meet people, you get connections, and we have pieces of art on our feet, right? Like, this is so dope, man. My homeboy sent me a link to these, and I was able to check out, man. The way Nike released these was so dope. In the past, this would be a $600 shoe easily, $450 shoe, $600 shoe I was able to cop for retail, and, save myself a bunch of bucks, but also I get a piece of art. Like, this is a piece of basketball history, of basketball art right here. Imagine if you got the opportunity to put a pair of Mona Lisas on your feet. Imagine that. One of the best athletes of all time, one of my favorite athletes of all time, I get a piece of their history with me forever. So this is the reason why we collect sneakers, man. Stuff like this, man, to hear the stories and to tell the stories of sneakers. This one here, man, the Black History Month, celebration of Black History Month, the celebration of the Black Cowboy, just everything about this shoe is freaking awesome. And man, shout out to Clockwork Skate Shop. And this sneaker was very limited. They threw in this bandana The history of Bill Pickett. I didn't know about Bill Pickett before this, so now I know about Bill Pickett. Now I know, a person to reference when I talk about black cowboys and the history that black Americans have within cowboying. When I wear these shoes, that's a conversation I would have. To me, this look like indie cowboys, aliens. The green just gives me alien vibes, and the rest of it gives me like the aesthetic of the cowboy. So to me, this is like cowboy aliens type shit, man. That's just how I feel about it. Dope shoe. Let me know how you feel about this video in the comment section. This is why I collect sneakers. I know some of y'all are like, man, they just shoes, they just tennis shoes. But to me, man, they deeper than that. They all come with a story. They all have, hidden meanings and hidden messages. And, you got just art all over, man. This is what's on the insole. You get that extra crash zoom pad for skaters. Yeah, man. This was one of my favorite sneakers of the year, man. I'm glad to have this. I'm happy it released. All of the sneakers that I've been getting all year have just been crazy. So before I go, a quick other pair of shoes. I got these for the discount. These are sitting. I don't know why these are sitting everywhere. These are a really dope shoe. This is the Black Toe Reimagine. Those are sitting. This was a pretty difficult shoe to get. The Toby Nigwe shoes, I got those. Shout out to Toby Nigwe. These are dope shoes. That's what I've copped this year. Like I said, this is my retirement year. After this, I won't be buying sneakers anymore unless, somebody sends them to me, or, it's something that I really, really want. Something dope, something new, something fresh. But that's it for your boy. Let me know what was the favorite pair that I showed off today. Go look up the history of Bill Pickett. Go look up JTIPs, Kobe Bryant, whoever I'm mentioning here, Yuru Origami, Nike SBs. Go look up all of those things. If you go buy anything that I showed you today, tell them Read My Soul sent you. But let me know, what's your favorite sneaker? What's your favorite thing that you like to collect? What's something that you do that people may not understand? If you like any sneaker, if you got any sneaker stories, leave it in the comment section. Man, this is about y'all. So continue the conversation in the comment section. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a video. Donate to this Cash App link if you want to further the mission over this channel. Join to be a member. Read My Soul out. Peace.